Welcome. In this presentation, we are going to solve a few examples on discount. Before that, we revise a few terms and formulae. These terms are present worth, sum due, true discount, banker's discount, cash value, banker's gain. Now, we write this present worth as PW. We denote sum due by SD, true discount by TD, banker's discount we denote by BD, cash value by CV, banker's gain by BG. Now we revise a few formulae. We use small letter n for period in years. Now remember this thing, we have to use this n in years. If n is given in months, we have to convert it into years and then use it. Now second thing, R, rate of interest. First formula is for true discount. Here true discount we denote by TD. Now true discount is calculated on present worth. So true discount is equal to PW into N into R upon 100. Second formula is sum due, or it is also known as face value, FV. SD is equal to PW plus TD, present worth plus true discount. We calculate true discount using this above formula. We substitute this value of true discount here, adding it to present worth, we get sum due, or it is also known as face value. Third formula is for banker's discount. Now banker's discount is calculated on sum due, it is also known as face value, FV. And this period, which is denoted by N here, it is from date of discounting to legal due date. So banker's discount is given by SD into N into R upon 100. Now next formula is for banker's gain. Banker's discount is always greater than true discount. Banker's discount is calculated on sum due or face value, while true discount is calculated on present worth. So banker's discount is always greater than true discount. So difference between them, BD minus TD, it is equal to banker's gain. Now there is one more formula for banker's gain. This banker's gain is TD into N into R upon 100. That is, this banker's gain is interest on true discount. Now one more formula, cash value equal to sum due minus banker's discount. It is also known as cash value, CV is equal to face value, FV minus banker's discount. Now we have to use these formulae as well as a few more formulae. Using this, true discount is calculated on present worth and banker's discount is calculated on face value. Now remember these two things carefully, and we see from previous two formulae 1 and 2. Sum due is equal to present worth plus true discount. Here we substitute value of true discount, PW into N into R upon 100. Now here in these two terms, present worth we take common. So we get SD is equal to PW into bracket 1 plus NR upon 100. So we get this one more formula, sum due is equal to present worth into bracket 1 plus NR upon 100. Now from previous second, third and fourth formula, we have banker's gain is equal to BD minus TD. Now we substitute values of BD and TD. Here banker's discount is sum due into N into R upon 100 minus true discount is equal to PW into NR upon 100. Now this value NR upon 100, we take common from these two terms and we get NR upon 100 and the remaining terms in bracket SCD minus PW. Here SCD minus PW into NR upon 100. But we know that sum due minus present worth, it is true discount. So we get banker's gain is equal to true discount into N into R upon 100. That is banker's gain is equal to TD into N into R upon 100. So we say that banker's gain is the interest on true discount. Sometimes while solving examples, we have to use this formula between banker's gain and true discount. Now, banker's discount is equal to true discount plus banker's gain. It is one form of this previous formula. Only we have transferred this true discount to this side. So we get BD is equal to BG plus TD. So banker's discount is equal to true discount plus banker's gain. Now we have value of BG in terms of true discount. Here BG is equal to TD into N into R upon 100. We substitute here. We get banker's discount is equal to true discount plus this value. Now taking into consideration this true discount, we can say banker's discount is equal to true discount plus interest on true discount. So while solving examples, instead of remembering all these steps, only we have to remember these four formulae. Sum due is equal to PW into bracket 1 plus N into R upon 100. Then next formula which is useful, banker's gain is equal to BD minus TD. Then banker's gain is equal to TD into N into R upon 100, and this banker's discount is equal to true discount plus TD into N into R upon 100. So using these formulae, we are going to solve a few examples. Now in this part, we are solving only those examples where date of discounting is not given. Directly period is given. So let us solve these examples. First example, what is sum due of rupees 8,000 due 4 months hence at 12.5% simple interest? Now here sum due of rupees 8,000, these things are given. What is sum due? So we want to find sum due of rupees 8,000. That means here present worth is rupees 8,000 due 4 months hence. So value of period N is given 4 months and this value of R is given. So first we list the given things. Present worth rupees 8,000 and it is given 4 months. So be careful while using value of N. Here 4 months. We have to convert these months into years. 4 upon 12 years. Now rate of interest R, it is given 12.5%. And we want to find sum due. Now here present worth is given. We know formula for sum due. Sum due is equal to present worth plus true discount. So first we have to calculate true discount on this present worth. Adding it to present worth, we get sum due. So it is a straightforward example. Only use proper formula, substitute given values and find the answer. So we know that sum due is equal to present worth plus true discount, and this true discount we can calculate using this formula PW into N into R upon 100. So we substitute these values. True discount is equal to present worth is 8,000 into N 4 upon 12 into R is 12.5 upon 100. Now cancelling these two zeros and we get 8,000 into 4 into 12.5 upon 12 into 100. So calculation gives, we cancel these two zeros, so 80, 4 3s are 12, so into 1 into 12.5 upon 3, it is equal to 80 into 12.5, 1000 upon 3. This value, it is equal to 333.33. So we calculate true discount on this present worth 8,000. It is equal to 333.33. Now we want to find sum due. We use this formula. Sum due is equal to P present worth plus true discount. We substitute these values. Present worth 8,000, true discount 333.33. So we get sum due is 8,333.33. So we get the sum due is rupees 8,333.33. 333.33. Now it is a straightforward example. Present worth is given, M and R are given, and we want to find sum due. So here first from present worth we calculate trade discount, adding it to present worth we get sum due. Now one more example. What is the present worth of a sum due of rupees 10,920 due 6 months hence at 8% per annum simple interest? Now here in this example we want to find present worth. A sum of rupees 10,920, that means SD, that is face value is given, and 6 months it is given, rate are 8% it is given, and we want to find the present worth, that is PW. So we list out the given things. Sum due rupees 10,920, R is 8%, N is 6 months. We convert this 6 months into years, 6 upon 12 years, and we want to find PW. Now we know that sum due is equal to present worth plus true discount. Here we want to find present worth. Sum due is given, but we don't know true discount. So again, for this true discount we use this formula. We substitute the value of true discount as PW into N into R upon 100. So we get sum due is equal to present worth plus this present worth into N into R upon 100, and we get sum due is equal to present worth. This present worth we take common from these two terms, into bracket 1 plus N into R upon 100. Now instead of using these three formulae and then this simplified form, we can use directly this formula, substitute values and get answer. So now sum due it is given 10,920. We want to find present worth. N is given 6 upon 12 years. R is 8% upon 100. Now 10,920 equal to PW. We simplify this. 6 2s are 12. Then 2 4s are 8. So this calculation in numerator gives 4. So we get PW into 1 plus 4 upon 100. Again 100 into 1, 100 plus 4, 104 upon 100. So next equation we get 10,920 is equal to PW into 104 upon 100. We transfer this 100 and 104 to this side. So we get 10,920 into this 100 upon 104, which is equal to present worth. Now this simplification, 10,920 upon 104 dividing by 2, we get 5,460 upon 52. Again dividing numerator and denominator by 13, we get 420 upon 4, and this value gives 420 upon 4, it is equal to 105 into this 100 is equal to present worth. So we get 10,500 is equal to present worth. So finally we get the present worth is rupees 10,500. Now this is also a straightforward example. Only we have to use this formula, substitute given things and find the required value. Now let us see one more example. The true discount on a sum is 3/8 of the sum due at 12% per annum. Find the period of the bill. Now in this example, a relation between true discount and sum due, it is given. One more thing, rate is given, rate of interest 12% it is given, and we want to find period of the bill, that is value of N. So let us list given thing. Rate of interest R is equal to 8%. We want to find period of the bill, and the thing which is given, it is this sentence, the true discount on a sum is 3/8 of sum due. So we make use of this. The true discount is 3/8 of the sum due. Now we convert this sentence into an equation. True discount TD is equal to 3/8 of sum due. Now we want to find value of n, we know r. Now here true discount is unknown, sum due is also unknown. So we have to use those formulae connecting such that there is one common term. True discount, we know it is PW into N into R upon 100. Now for sum due, it is also unknown for us. So we use formula for sum due where there is present value. Again, we know that sum due is present for plus true discount, but again true discount is not given. So we use this formula. If we use this formula, we can cancel this PW from both sides. Then we get relation between N and R. Out of these two, R is given, and we can find the value of N. So we use formula for true discount. PW into N into R upon 100 is equal to 3 by 8 of SD. We use this formula. SD is equal to PW into bracket 1 plus N into R upon 100. Now we cancel present work from both sides. So we get N into R upon 100 is equal to 3 by 8 into bracket 1 plus NR upon 100. Now value of R is given. We substitute here R is equal to 12. Here R is equal to 12. So N into 12 upon 100 is equal to 3 by 8 into bracket 1 plus N into 12 upon 100. Now we transfer this 8 to this side. So 8 into 12n upon 100 is equal to 3 into this. 100 into 100 plus 12n. 100 plus 12n upon 100. Now we have one relation in only one unknown n. Solving this equation, we can find value of n. Therefore 8 into 12n, 96n upon 100 is equal to, multiplying inside, 3 into 100, 300, 3 into 12n, 36n. Now we cancel 100 from both sides. We get this equation. 96n is equal to 300 plus 36n. Now we transfer 36n to this side. 96n minus 36n is equal to 300. This subtraction gives 60n is equal to 300. Dividing by 60, we get n is equal to 5. Therefore, the period of the bill is 5 years. Remember, n is given in years. So we get the period of the bill is 5 years. Now in this example, only we convert the given sentence into a relation. We use proper formula and the remaining part is of calculation. We get the answer. So let us see one more example. 20 copies of a book can be purchased for a certain sum payable at the end of 6 months, and 21 copies for the same sum in ready cash. Find the rate of interest. Now in this example, one situation is given and we want to find the rate of interest. Now 20 copies of a book can be purchased. Now if we consider price of one book as rupees X, 20 copies can be purchased for 20x rupees. Now 20 copies of a book can be purchased for a certain sum payable at the end of 6 months. That means if 20x is present worth, then we have to calculate sum due of this 20x payable or at the end of 6 months for, if we consider this rate of interest as R, at R%. So first we consider given things. Before that we have to use this formula, sum due is equal to present worth plus true discount. Now we consider given the let rate of interest be R%, price of one book be rupees X. So price of 20 copies in ready cash, it is rupees 20x. Now if rupees 20x is payable at the end of 6 months at the rate R%, that is price of 20 copies payable at the end of 6 months at the rate R%. That means sum due of rupees 20x due 6 months hence at rate R%. We can find this value. it is present worth 20x. 6 months, that means 6 upon 12 years. Rate is R, and we want to find sum due. So we use this formula, sum due is equal to present worth plus true discount. It is here present worth is 20x plus this value is true discount, that is present worth 20x into value of n is 6 months, which is equal to 1 by 2 years, into rate of interest R upon 100. Now, if above amount of sum due is paid in ready cash, 21 copies can be purchased. So, if this amount 20x plus this interest on 20x is paid in ready cash, 21 copies can be purchased. Therefore, sum due of rupees 20x due 6 months hence at R%, it is equal to price of 21 copies in ready cash. So this situation is given in this example. So when we substitute these values, now sum due of 20x due 6 months hence at R%, this value here 20x plus 20x into half into R upon 100. We have calculated this value here. It is equal to price of 21 copies. It is 20x. We equate these two. Now we transfer this 20x to this side. So we get 20x into 1 by 2 into R upon 100 is equal to 21x minus 20x. This subtraction gives x. So we get 20x into 1 by 2 into R upon 100 is equal to x. Now here we cancel this 0, we cancel 2. So in numerator x into R upon 10. So we get x into R upon 10 is equal to x. Now transferring this 10 to RHS, we get x into R is equal to 10 into x. Cancelling x from both sides, we get R is equal to 10. So we get rate of interest is 10% per annum. Now in this example, here this sentence is given, only we have to convert it into a proper equation, and solving it we get the rate of interest. Now let us see one more example. Find the true discount, banker's discount and banker's gain on a bill of rupees 4,240 due 6 months hence at 9% per annum. Now in this example, a bill of rupees 4,240, it is given. A bill of this rupees, that means face value is given. That means sum due is given. Now due 6 months, that means period 6 months, value of n is given. Value of R is also given, 9%. And we want to find these three things: true discount, banker's discount and banker's gain. Now we'll list these things. Sum due, or it is also known as face value, it is equal to rupees 4,240. Now period of the bill 6 months, we convert it into years, 6 upon 12 years. Now rate of interest is 9% per annum. We want to find these three things. Now sum due is given, and we know that banker's discount is calculated on this sum due, and n and R, these values are also given. So first we calculate this banker's discount. So we know that banker's discount is equal to ST into N into R upon 100. Now we substitute values of ST, N and R. 4,240 into 6 upon 12 into 9 upon 100. So 4,240 into 6 into 9, we take this 12 here, upon 12 into 100, we get this calculation. Cancelling these zeros, we get 424, 6 2s are 12, 1 into 9 upon 2 into 10. The simplification gives, again dividing here by 2, we get 212 into 9 upon 10, that is 1908 upon 10. This value is equal to, dividing by 10, we get 190.8. So we get banker's discount is equal to 190.8. So banker's discount is equal to rupees 190.80. Now we get value of banker's discount. Now we want to find true discount and banker's gain. Now we know formula for banker's gain. Banker's gain is BD minus TD, but we don't know TD. So first we have to find true discount, and from that value we can find banker's gain. So banker's discount is equal to true discount plus interest on true discount. We use this formula since we know value of banker's discount and we want to find true discount, and this relation is banker's discount in terms of true discount. So we use this formula, banker's discount is equal to TD plus interest on TD is TD into N into R upon 100. We substitute this banker's discount is equal to 190.8. We want to find TD, so we keep TD as it is. N is equal to 6 upon 12 into 9 upon 100. So we get 190.8 is equal to 2 discount plus 2 discount. This 6 upon 12 is 1 upon 2 into 9 upon 100. So we get 190.8 2 discount plus 2 discount into 1 into 9 upon 2 into 100. Simplifying this, we get 190.8 is equal to TD plus 9 into 1 into TD is 9 times TD upon 100 into 2, 200. Now instead of considering this TD, you can use variable x as TD and simplify the same equation. So 190.x 200 into TD plus 9 TD, that is 200 TD plus 9 TD upon 200. Now transferring this 200 to this side, 190.8 into 200 is equal to 200 TD plus 9 TD. It is 209 times TD. Now we transfer this 209 to LHS. Now 209 into TD, this product gives 38,160 is equal to 209 into TD. Transferring this 209 to this side, we get 38,160 upon 209. Now this simplification, 209 is divisible by 11. So we divide numerator and denominator by 11. 209 divided by 11 gives 19. 38,160 divided by 11 is 3,469.09, and this division gives 182.58. So we get 182.58 is equal to true discount. Therefore true discount is rupees 182.58. It is approximately equal to rupees 182.60. Now we know banker's discount, we know true discount. Now we can find banker's gain. Using this formula, banker's gain is equal to banker's discount minus true discount. Now 190.8, which is banker's discount, we substitute value of true discount. This subtraction gives banker's gain is equal to 8.22. Therefore we get banker's gain is rupees 8.22, which is approximately equal to 8.20. Now here we have solved examples where date of discounting is not given but period N is given. So that's all for this presentation, and I will be back with new examples in next presentation. Thank you.